So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 21 of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you are well. And well, today we put the summer transfer window behind us. If you've seen the last episode, you know there were some big bids on the last day of the transfer window. One that could have seen Antoine Griezmann join Peterborough. But, yeah, safe to say that didn't happen because it never would have. But we have concluded our business for the summer, and there has been some bids that have come in post the window closing. Of course, at the very end of the last episode, we saw us accept a bid for Riznik. Since then, a loan deal's come in for Idrissa Toure for Trabzonspor, and Watford have put in a bid for Joe Ward, which I have accepted. So if he goes there, they'll have had two of our defenders so far this year, really. But if we have a look at the championship table and how that stands at this current moment in time, we currently sit in 7th after the first 6 games. 10 points from our opening 6, not too bad. We've scored more goals quite clearly than anyone else, but actually we've conceded quite a few goals as well. So hopefully we can stem that tide, but only 3 points off the top. Coventry, the best record so far this season, but of course it is a long way to go. We've only just entered the month of September. If we have a look at the calendar, this is what is coming up today. We start with a home game against Huddersfield before taking a trip to Bristol City and then ending the episode with a home game against top of the table Coventry. We play current second place Swansea after that as well. So that is what is shaping up for today. If you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. Now, in terms of our business that we brought in the last episode, this is what the squad is currently looking like. Now, as you will notice, there are players on international duty, but I also have brought both the new wingers into the side. They're both actually left-footed despite being right wingers. So I'm going to go with Bender on the right for now, Elias on the left. And you'll notice Bakari's up top. Bakari can play up top, but because we dropped Johnson and Lowe, we didn't really have anyone that could play that cam position. Garner played there last season, so with Bakari, who can play up top, we're going to play Garner in number 10 and Bakari up top, a bit of speed up top as well. This isn't definitive. This is just sort of, we're going to try it and see how it goes. Obviously, for this game, we won't be able to play full strength. I've brought in Knight as well, ahead of Anderson. Just want to give Knight a run of games. I like Anderson. Hasn't done anything particularly wrong. Just going to give, rotate between him and Anderson. So Knight's going to have some games there. But yeah, so this is the team that's going to take on today, obviously with the adjustments made for international duty. So Johnson is going to come in instead of Brady, but Johnson could quite comfortably play in that deeper role, and Jamal Lowe going to come back in and play in his natural striker position. So yeah, that's how we're looking. May as well get into the game. So this is how Huddersfield line up then for this first game of the episode. Ryan Schofield is in goal. They're gone with the 5 at the back. Aaron Rowe on the right, Nakayama, Lees and Pearson in the middle with Josh Ruffles out on the left. Kasumu and Scott High in the middle. Mahoney out the right. Jordan Rhodes leading the line, and Radoni out on the left. A couple of decent players. Mikael Helik, of course, a man after rate. He's 72 overall, yet they haven't got anyone else. Oh, okay, Lees. I mean, if they play Helik instead of Yakiyama, that's a very solid back line, but yeah, not to be. Instead, as you said, this is how we're going to go for this game. Interested to see what effect Bender and Elias can have on the game. I'm not going to bother with his second name. I can't work out whether it's Akamak or Akamach. But yeah, either way, Elias is what we're going to go with. Waiting for support, and he's done really well. He finds Burrows, who in turn tries to find Elias, and that's a lovely ball through for Jamal Lowe. Skips round the defender. Oh, it's hit off the crossbar. Really good play from Jamal Lowe. Saw the defender was coming across and just waited for him to make that move. He's in behind Jamal Lowe. That's the strike he forced him to save Elias. Not gambling at the far stick, which is a little disappointing, but he's on the ball now thanks to a head from Garner. Trying to get the ball in if we can. Tries to go near post, but Lowe can't get there, and it's cleared away. But yeah, really good play from Lowe, and he scored his first couple of goals, I think, in the last episode in that game at Preston. And well, he's certainly looking like he's got his confidence back now. Garner, well stepped up from the defender. Well in from Ronnie Edwards. Elias has to cut back. Good little ball control from him. Garner. Oh, there's Jamal Lowe in behind. Is he offside? Apparently he's not. Oh, he might be, I think, just about offside. It was a late call. But just made the run. I think he made the run too soon rather than the pass coming too late. Because I had to try and find the gap for that time, though. There's no mistake. Jamal Lowe is in behind. And he does find the back of the net. And it will stand this time. I was a little bit worried that was going to go over. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, lovely. He's certainly looking dangerous, Jamal Lowe, wanting to get in behind. And Garner has got that passing ability, of course, we know from last season, where he is able to thread those balls through. And, well, at 5 of the gap, there's not 5 of the gap. 5 at the back, there's not going to be many gaps. But we are finding some. And we're looking to continue our good start to the season. It's 1-0. Tommy Smith. Little ball inside to Bender. Oh. That wasn't what I intended, but Garner always managed to get a shot away. I actually just wanted that to go to Jamal Lowe, but instead it's Garner that's picked it up, had the strike, but the goalkeeper had closed down the angle well, and that is always a sensational ball, and that's a really good goal. Not a lot I can do about that. It's Jordan Rhodes who finds the back of the net. Huddersfield a level. That was precise passing play. That ball in behind the defence there, just about evades Ronnie Edwards. And, well, Knight, there's not a lot he can do but stand up John Rose. Potentially could get a bit closer, but the finish, superb. Right in the corner. Not a lot that Dan Bentley in goal could do about that. And it is 1 apiece. I feel like that was a foul on Bender, but we haven't seen too much from the young German so far in this game. A lot of the play is coming from the left-hand side. Well intercepted there by Josh Knight. And Lowe finds Garner, and there could be some more space in behind. And there is. Joseph Garner shoots across goal, and he finds the side netting. And, well, Huddersfield parity didn't last long. It is back in front for Peterborough. We do lead 2-1. And, well, that finish, the keeper, all sorts. I don't know what's going on, but really good strike across the face from Garner. The captain restores our lead just before half-time. Cutting inside now, finds Fuchs, who in turn will find DJ. Jamal Lowe looking to find Garner. He's in behind, and Joseph Garner with the simplest of tasks, and he duly obliges. It's 3-1. We are taking the championship by storm this season. And those gaps, 5 at the back, Huddersfield, is not working for them. They are finding the gaps in behind. And, well, Lowe has shown that he can turn provider just as much as he can turn goal scorer. Oh, Edwards just about stops the counter at least. By the time I'd taken my eyes off the lino, the defenders had caught back up, so I needed something to, well, try and work something. As it was, oh, it's a good piece of play. Oh, it's a goal, for goodness sake. Just as I was saying, at the start of this episode, we score goals, but we concede them as well. 3-2, Huddersfield keeping us honest this game, for as well as we've played going forward, certainly not dead and buried yet. Bender needs to try and get on his weak foot, his strong foot if he can. We'll get a ball in. Lowe is there. Finds Fuchs. Oh, Elias just backed away for some unknown reason. And Johnson can't win that header. Smith, the one time he's not really worked out for him. He's given away the foul, Tommy Smith, on Aaron Rowe, who inexplicably was started the game at right back and has played left wing now. Can we counter? Johnson finds Garner, and they're at 6s and 7s defensively. Huddersfield, sorry. Garner, he has his hat trick, and that should surely seal the game. They've thrown everyone forward, Huddersfield, and that was one simple pass forward. And Garner's run the entire length of the Huddersfield half. And, well, An easy finish. He has his hat-trick. Cannot stop scoring at the moment. Joseph Garner, and surely that puts this game beyond doubt, and it should give us 3 points. And that will surely be that. And it is full-time. Peterborough 4, Huddersfield 2. A hard-fought game, actually. It didn't feel like... It felt easy to play, but then they just scored a couple of goals that I couldn't get near. And, yeah, fairly well. Even in possession, they've had 2 shots and they've both gone in, which is a little bit frustrating. But, yeah, annoying when there's not really a lot you can do about some goals conceded. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, well, in terms of where that moves us up into 4th. Crikey. Nice. Okay, well, good form heading into the Bristol City game. I'll see you for that in a second. And then confirmation there then. Riznik is going to leave us. He's going to join Fenerbahce in January. Just over 3 million. We've got a B rating for it. It's a good price considering we picked him up on a free. Reckons we could have got 3.8 million. But yeah, so he goes. That means then that Bergstrom is our backup keeper. But I might have a look and see if we can bring someone else in. But yeah, for now, Bergstrom will be our backup, and that's a more than adequate backup for me. So, well, Riznik's not leaving, so Riznik will be backup. But going forward, yeah, we may look for a replacement. But yeah, Riznik is going to be leaving us. Oh, well, we've had an offer for Joel Randall, who is also on the transfer list. 1.65 million from Dusseldorf. It's the very upper end of what we could expect. So I will happily accept that offer for Joel Randall, and he can be on his way to Germany. And there we go, the agreement. Idrissa Toure will head to Trabzonspor in January for a loan deal. Very good. So for the second game then against Bristol City, they also operate with a back 5. This is how we line up. Max O'Leary, well, this is how they line up, sorry. Max O'Leary in goal. George Tanner out on the right. Back 3 of Atkinson, Moore and Towler. And then Jada Silva out on the left. Williams and Alex Scott in the middle of midfield. Andreas Weimann sitting just ahead of them behind Tommy Conway and Antoine Semenyo. This is how we are lining up. Brady is back in the side ahead of Johnson. And Lowe, after his performance in the last game, seemed unfair to drop him. So we've recalled Bakari. We've put him out on the right. We've dropped Bender for this one. So Bakari out the right, Lowe up top. And yeah, hopefully Lowe can continue his form. Bakari can make a difference coming back in from the right-hand side. But yeah, early signs suggest that this could be a winning formula. And well, we could be in again here already. And Jamal Lowe, inside 3 minutes, has justified his reselection in the team. Playing him out wide seemed a bit redundant now, doesn't it? When we're playing him up top, he is scoring goals for fun in recent games. And that came straight from kickoff. Elias took the ball a long way. Lowe's made the run in and around the defender. Thought he might have just taken it too close to him, but manages to get a shot away before O'Leary snatches the ball from his feet. And he absolutely plants it into the top corner. Not a bad start away on our travels in Bristol. 1-0 early doors. It's a good tackle from Brady. And Bakari could be away. Garner could be in behind here, looking for support. Joseph Garner plays it back. Oh, and it's a good save. Maybe Brady could have taken a touch as he approached goal, but thought the first time shot would be the best effort. It's Williams on the edge. Brady tries to get to him. Semenyo, it's a good block there from who else but Ronnie Edwards. And Garner can come away with it. He's waiting for Lowe. Not really the opportunity to play it into Lowe, but Elias cuts inside. Keeps going, Elias. And he's come a long way. Oh, and I thought that was going to end with a goal. Defender's done well to keep that in there. He comes such a long way, Elias. I thought that was going to end up in a goal for him. Elias. Oh. Tries to get away from the defender, but it's a good tackle in there. Brady with a big header, and it's straight to Jamal Lowe, and he's actually skipped away from his defender. And the other defender's just given up. Jamal Lowe is in, and Jamal Lowe scores his second, and that is a superb solo goal from Jamal Lowe. And he's just on fire at the moment. He's hit that goal scoring run of form just like Garner has. Lovely outside of the foot finish. O'Leary again advancing towards him, but Lowe keeps his composure. Former Premier League player, of course. And that is a lovely guided finish into the far corner. Well, the silence continues to ring around Ashton Gate. It's just the Peterborough fans that are singing in their corner. As home supporters cannot believe how poorly their team has started this game. But Tanner could be able to offer them something. Burrows gets back at him well and cuts it out for the corner. Forward to Garner. There's space in here for Elias in behind Tanner. Lower come towards the ball, but there was plenty of space behind him. Garner. Oh, it's been blocked. I was trying to aim for the far corner, but it has been blocked. We will get this one away. Garner aiming for Lowe. Can't quite get there. Elias. Oh, it's not falling for him. Brady finds Garner, who will have the strike, and it's tipped away from O'Leary. We have scored a free kick this season. My first one on FIFA 23, and I've just realised I'm playing with the controller right next to the microphone, which I never normally do. So if you can hear all the clicking and whatnot, it's been given as offside. I'm kind of lucky because I stopped concentrating for a second. Then yeah, I've been playing with the controller right next to the microphone. I do apologise if you've no doubt. I'm sure when I come back to edit this, you'll be able to hear all the clicking and what's going on. So yeah, apologies for that. Working it forward nicely, Bristol City. A bit more composure about them. That's a great ball. And he's offside again. I think it's Masenga. Did he grab the... No, it wasn't him the first time. But 2 goals disallowed for Bristol City. Both very tight offside calls. I really need to start concentrating again. But they've certainly upped it second half, Bristol City, to be fair to them. Oh, it's a crunching tackle. And Lowe can't hold on to the ball. And we're just giving it away for fun now. Semenyo. Not the greatest save from Bentley, but he's turned it behind nevertheless. Of course, Bentley playing against his former side here, actually. Come on. He's skipping past us with ease. It's a good last-ditch tackle from Knight, and it had to be, really. Bakari can burst away. Haven't seen too much of Bakari on his return. But Garner has found Jamal Lowe, who's in behind again. Jamal Lowe has his hat-trick. Well, we've been under the cosh this second half, and we're kind of fortunate that it's not 2-2 as it is. Our clean sheet at the moment is still intact, but Jamal Lowe has a hat-trick. He's made it 3-0. Yeah, O'Leary, I should say. And quite an impressive goalkeeper kit, I have to say. But, yeah, throwing men forward has cost them, much like it did to Huddersfield. The gaps are there to exploit. And, yeah, it's 3-0 now. And yeah, they've just fallen apart, I think. Composure's gone. Fuchs tries to lift it over for Garner with a header. That's the worst goal you'll see scored. I mean, I'm not complaining by any stretch of the imagination, but that's one of the worst goals you'll see. I was just waiting for Garner to get in behind, and I played the ball just hoping he would get there rather than actually expecting it. And that, I mean, the defenders just backed off. The header is pretty... I mean, it's a great header, but I almost feel ashamed that I've scored a goal that is that bad. That's... I mean, Sam Allardyce has just been appointed Leeds manager. He'd love a goal like that. But it's a good piece of play from Wilson. He's got away from Burrows. Brady needs to get there. Masengo. Semenyo, Masengo. It's a good finish from Semenyo. Give him credit. It's a lovely finish from the striker. Hit that on the half volley after it pops up after a block. And Masengo's looked lively since he's come on. It's a good initial block, but it falls straight to his chest. He's on the volley, and it's in the back of the net. I'm going to make some changes. Well, it works in nicely. Maybe there is... Oh, no, not with a delivery like that. And before Ronnie Edwards can even pass it away, the referee has blown his final whistle. We're 4-1 it finishes in this one. And certainly not a bad day's work. Jamal Lowe with a hat-trick. And yeah, justifying his position in the team. And I think I would be stupid to change it for the next game, barring any injuries or whatnot. So, yeah, Coventry to come. We move up to second in the table now, a point behind Leeds. Coventry have really fallen off. 14 points they've got. So they've only picked up 1 point in the last 2 games. Hopefully we can capitalise on that. And confirmation that Joe Ward has indeed agreed to go to Watford in January. Confirmation as well then that Joel Randall has been sold to Dusseldorf for 1.65 million. We've got just one player left on the transfer list now, and that is Jack Marriott. We've had no bids for him as of yet. Hopefully we'll get something in place sooner rather than later. So for this final game then, Coventry City line up exactly in the same way that Bristol City did. 5 at the back. Ben Wilson is in goal for them. Championship keeper of the season in real life. Only 66 rated in this game though. Darboe out on the right. Eccles, Wallace and Rose in the middle. Wallace is quite the pickup for them. Left back they have Jake Bidwell, Sheaf and Hamer in the midfield. Really like Gustavo Hamer. O'Hare in the number 10 role. Matty Godden and Gyökeres up front. So they've got plenty of impetus going forward. We line up in the exact same way that we did in the last episode. Lowe continues to hold his striker spot. And well, I'm expecting this to be a tougher game than the first 2, that is for sure. But Coventry haven't been on the greatest of runs in the last couple of games. Obviously, they were top of the episode when it started, and they've picked up, I think, just a point from the last 2, as Knight does well to get back there. So yeah, they'll be on a bit of a downward spiral. Of course, we have scored, 8 goals in our last 2 games, so we're certainly on form. There's a ball at the back stick there. Jamal Lowe can get there. Oh, and it's a good save in the end. I wanted him to just head it towards goal, but he's waited for it to come down. Sorry, I had something in my eye. Yeah, he's waited for it to come down and tried to hit it in the opposite corner, but didn't get the greatest of contact. And the keeper, Wilson, has turned it away. Bakari does well to retrieve that though. And finds Smith. Ball in towards the back stick. Garner was there, but can't get anything on it. Brady gets there ahead of Darboe. And we'll try to have a strike with Robbie Brady. And well, it's not a bad effort. Bakari forward to Garner. And there's a gap there that Jamal Lowe can find. And oh, he's put it wide. One of those awkward shots where he's kind of waited until it's almost behind him before he's hit it and like scooped it out. Wilson was beaten all ends up, but unfortunately for us, the wrong side of the post. Oh, I thought that was the bloody referee. Going absolutely mental. Might need to whack the glasses out soon. It's a good ball in, and it's a lovely save from Bentley. The offside flag didn't come, so that meant the keeper had to be big and strong, and a big hand has stopped us from going a goal behind it. That header has gone out for a goal kick. Nicely worked forward from Edwards. Garnett is found Jamal Lowe, and Jamal Lowe makes no doubt this time. Makes no doubt, that's not even a saying. There's no doubt over the finish this time. A lovely ball, and those two link up again superbly. And this time, when we get through on goal, we're able to take our shot without the keeper smothering us. We bury it in the bottom corner. Ball played forward nicely. Gyökeres, oh, it's Godden actually. Finds Gyökeres in the area. Edwards forced him wide. Oh, he's wrong footed him, and he's got the strike away. And Bentley has turned it over the top. And I think I'm going to make a change as well, as Coventry do. Sub for us, the goal scorer Lowe is coming off to be replaced by Daniel Johnson, who's going to sit in the number 10 and will push Garner up top as Bakari gets his head on this, and it's Elias with the hold-up play, and it's really well worked, and that is superb from Elias, and he's found Joseph Garner, who's just about struggling to get away from his defenders, but it doesn't matter. He's found the back of the net. A superb counter-attacking goal from Peterborough United. And that should seal all 3 points in this one. It's going to be 3 wins from 3 out of today's game. But it's all about the hold-up play from Elias to start this one off. Well, Gunner just about run out of energy, but he gets the strike away with some emphaticism. Oh, he's in behind it. Gyökeres, and it's a good save from Bentley. Had to be alert. We're a little bit suspect defensive there. The keeper's up as well with 3 minutes to go at 2-0 down, but I won't want to say desperate. Elias can have a go here, you know. Oh, that would have travelled as well. That's certainly, if that was if that was aimed correctly, that probably would have gone in. As it is, unfortunately, not quite to be. But Bakari is on his way here. He's actually in behind Bakari, and he can come inside Bakari, and he makes it 3-0. There is no doubt now. The stadium into raptures. Another counter-attacking goal. This time it's all Usman Bakari, and that pace shone through, just ran around the outside, come back inside, and yeah, that was pretty easy as far as we are concerned. No need to see the goal again. We are deep into injury time at this point. Apologies if you did want to see the goal again. But that wraps it up. And a poor episode for Coventry, like we said, who were top of the... oh, it's a good block there from Elias. But that is full time. 3-0 it is. A very convincing win. I think all of them have been pretty convincing, if we're honest, in terms of how well we've played. Of course, Huddersfield wasn't as comfortable in the scoreline as we would have liked, but there wasn't really a lot we could do about their goals. I don't see how Leeds have got on actually in this game week, but we are top of the league. I think, yeah, Leeds lost that game. Top of the league after 9 games. They wanted automatic promotion, did the board, and that could well be on the cards if we continue like this. 28 goals scored so far this season. We scored 11 in these last 3 games. No one has even broken the 20 barrier yet. No one else. Well, 17 is the next nearest. In terms of goals conceded, I mean, who's there? Millwall conceded 17. MK Dons 19. No, Reading! What are you doing? Bottom of the league, no wins. Sad times. But yeah, that's pretty good reading, isn't it, to the start of this season? I am not going to complain at all. Well, September has started very nicely. The management, we've got a star at the moment for managerial rating. Remember, I was almost sacked this summer despite getting promoted. In the next episode then, we start with a trip to Swansea before taking on Birmingham, and then a game against Hull. And yeah, well, December's always busy in the Championship, but yeah, that's how the next episode is going to look then. And I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.